Hello, my name is Farah, and today I'm going to be taking you through how to access Bunya's Visual Desktop service and how to get started with cryo-EM single particle data processing. So first and foremost, to access the desktops, I'd first like you to navigate to the RCC's Bunya GitHub. So let's go ahead and type Bunya GitHub UQ into a web browser. Just click on the first link, and what you'll see is Bunya's GitHub, and there's a whole lot of resources here available for you. And I implore you to go through these before you dive into using the desktop service so that you can truly understand what it is you're working with and how best to set it up. For today, let's navigate down to this on-demand tab here. Now, Bunya is being accessed through this open on-demand portal, which we are calling onBunya. So that's what on-demand is here and onBunya here. So firstly, you need to apply for access to Bunya. So if you don't have that, please go ahead and click here. There are two other things you'll also need, which is a project scratch. So you either have to set this up yourself or be added to one, which the group has. And you'll also need to be added to the accounts for the group. So if you haven't done those three things, please click here and work through doing those. It takes a little bit of time, but it's well worth it. If you do have that set up, I'd like you to please click on this link here, which will take you to the onBunya dashboard. Now, I have just recently logged in, so I didn't have to log in with my credentials, but you will have to log in with your UQ credentials. Then you'll see these messages, important information, and this part down here, I'd like to highlight this as really important. So basically, if you find this service useful, please make sure to include an acknowledgement in your talks, in your papers, and just word of mouth, because it's really important to get these metrics across so that UQ knows that this service is important and UQ knows that we would like to keep expanding this service. So please make sure you do this. In terms of the tabs up the top here, everything in these is outlined on the GitHub, so I won't spend time doing that. Something important I would like to add is that for data processing purely on CryoSpark, you can actually just launch a CPU desktop to get this going, leaving all three of your Bunya GPUs open to doing data processing. However, for Relion-based processing, you will have to launch a desktop with a GPU beneath it. And I already have a session started, so I'm going to go ahead and launch that. So this is what the desktop looks like. Don't be fooled, it's not an ordinary desktop. And depending on how you set up here, you will have some very powerful GPUs beneath this. What you'll see here is a couple of things. So up the top, this is where all the different apps live. If you go through full list of apps, you will find that there's a whole lot of different things here that you can utilize that will hopefully help your research. So today I'm going to be focusing on some stuff from the cryo-EM section, but again, see if there's anything else in here which helps. The other two things I'd like to highlight from here is collections. So this is where your RDMs will land. We're very, very lucky at UQ, and we have an RDM system for all of our data. And that data lands where we need it now. So as you collect data off the microscopes, if that microscope has Peachy set up, that data is going to land in one of your RDMs. Then all you need to do is copy the data, please copy the data out of your RDM into your project scratch and start working on it. And it's that easy. So you can see here, I have quite a few project scratches, but this will look different for you. So yeah, make sure you grab your data and copy it into wherever you want to work from. And that's it in terms of getting started with the onBunya service.